Hey, what's up everybody? So today we are getting started on a number of things. I've got to get the skid to Grand Junction, get the what's it called, the service done on it. They told me that they were gonna have a guy out here 2 weeks straight, and come to find out the service truck has been broke down the whole time and they haven't even been doing service, and they never told one of their customers waiting for service that the truck was down. They just kept saying, oh, it'll be a day or two and he'll give you a call. And then they were like, oh, next week he'll call you. Well, that wasn't true. They didn't even have the truck running. They've been waiting on a company to get the truck back fixed and everything, and it hasn't been done, and they just never told me it was broke down. I could have taken it up there and had them do the service in shop way easier other days than now. And now I'm scrambling for timelines because of, you know, just having been delayed, and everybody's like, when's the work gonna get done? And it's gotta come before snow, and they're about to get some snow, it looks like next week. And so it's just, yeah, they've done it to me again, honestly. I'm just, man, I don't know what it is about this Bobcat dealer that just can't get it right. I mean, at least let me know that the truck's broke down. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's super frustrating. So now my guys are over at the job where they were yesterday, and I am here because we had another situation yesterday, of course, and I am trying to get the debris unloaded from the trailer, the flat deck, tilt deck that I need, and we'll see how quickly I can get all this done to try to, you know, get up to Grand Junction, because I gotta get back too, to finish help on this job, because we really should be finishing it up today, which I don't think is gonna happen, but I'm gonna do my best. So right now I had the Blue Diamond mini skid log grapple on the skid steer. It wasn't really on, it was just hung on the claw, because I was looking at something on it and I needed a way to pick it up. So I've just dropped it off. There it is. I just put it back on that pallet there. So that's done. Now it's time to get back in the skid. I gotta hook up the grapple. I need to tighten my left track a little bit. It's a little loose. What is that noise? Not the grapple. What am I doing? That one's easy to grapple. That's why I went for that one. This Bobcat grapple over here is not super easy to grapple. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's not the easiest for sure. The angled bar on it is little more, it's not as steep, so it slips off easier in terrain that's not super flat. So I'm just, you know, sometimes it goes on easy like it did there, sometimes not so easy. trying to get you guys a good vantage point. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Sky has warmed up a little bit. So, oh, okay, there's my hoses. So I need to get this guy hooked up. Not good. I gotta get some paper towels. Those fittings are super nasty. Got a slight leak in one, it looks like. You can't live without the, oh dang. Can't live without these blue shop towels these days, man. All my ropes and everything falling out. Oh great. I'll deal with that later. This is what I need right now. Just need a few of these. Got to get my truck all what's it called? Organized, cleaned up. So I'm cleaning off these here. Case drain on this, but I just figure while I'm here, can't hurt to clean it up a little bit. That's all I can figure. So, this is the brand new hose I had to buy and put on there. It has, this thing cost me, oh goodness, to repair that hose with these fittings, and then I had to replace this whole tube. It was like $300 because I accidentally ran over and ripped it off. That's just the cost of the materials, not to mention the time we spent, which was another 2 or 3 hours getting everything not only installed but just refitted. Oh, I forgot my pin is over at the truck because I didn't have a pin and I bought a new pin, so that's not going to stay on. That's alright though, it'll live for now. I'm not doing a whole lot. So, just something I've gotten in the habit of doing recently is I have a pair of gloves that I leave in the floorboard right there. That way they're easy access for hooking hydraulic hoses and whatever up, doing greasing or whatever. And I don't get grease on the cab, it's just on the floor right there, which is not a big deal. And then they're easy access, so that's been handy. Let's try this out. Yep, everything's good. No leaks, not so far. Okay, let's go get this done. is all willow brush, so it's super lightweight and it crumbles easily. So not too hard to get off this, at least. That's good. Dump it right there. Accidentally hit the float button. It was dropping. Wasn't a big deal though. My finger just brushed it by accident. Well, I gotta get the grapple off first because I don't want to take that with me. It doesn't need to be there. So,
They're long. They're not super heavy, they're just long and cumbersome.
ow. Dang it, got a splinter. I'll use a skid and push that stuff around, clean it up a little bit later. I gotta get going. Where is my, here it is. So this little Makita, definitely not something I use to clean up yards, but man, makes a difference for cleaning the, I'm out of battery. So I have this Makita, what's it called here? Charger that is 12 volt, and it charges almost as fast as this thing charges almost as fast as a normal one. So it's nice to have. This one's not full either, but yeah, way more power. I hardly ever run this thing or haul it without the bucket, so I always have to make adjustments to how I load it, or where I load it, I should say, on the trailer for weight, because that bucket's 1,200 pounds. So get my gloves on here. Oh, that actually stayed on, huh? I need to still get that coupler on there though. That one's the one that's leaking, that chassis mount side, or chassis, no. I don't know which one's leaking. It's hard to tell. There's oil on that one, but I think it's actually coming from this one. I think that female coupler is bad. I need to get a new one, I think. And that's why I don't wear my gloves in the cab. I'm always repairing couplers and changing them and whatever, and they're always just leaking. It's just equipment, so get used to it if you're gonna own equipment. But man, equipment's so handy. Even though I do think I'm going to end up selling this machine and get a different one here in a little while. I need something with a little bit better hydraulic flow, a little bit more oomph to it. These glasses are fogging up on me. Yeah, looks pretty good. I can haul that. Oh, I shouldn't have put those gloves over there. Should have just put them on here. Put them on. So I always run through my checks again: chains, latch, plug, jacks up. And then that I latched and pinned and turned the valve, so I'm good on that. Now all I gotta do is chain up.
Chain in the center. My binder's a little dry, I need to grease them, but better wait for another day. In case I need to tighten up a little bit more in case the back stays a little loose.
I gotta say, the one thing that Bobcat did right in a large degree is they made it easy to chain this thing, but I will also say you can't use any of the hooks on 1/2-inch chain because they're too big for these slots. So if you're not using 3/8, it's hard to get this thing to chain up. Sometimes I go at a little bit of an angle to take up some of that slack and give a more triangulated pull on this side over here. It just helps with, I might even be able to get it all the way through that back one on this one. We'll see. I think I can this side. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. As a general rule, typically better to have your chain pulling more at a as angled of an angle as possible versus being like steep. So now all I gotta do is bind that one together.
And then we are on our way. So that's tight.
Can maybe get a little bit more out of it. Okay. That's tight. My pins and my clevises or my hooks are good. That's tight, so we're good. I've got that latched, the valve off. Checked my trailer 2 times, so I'm good on that. Now it's just time to go.
The worst part of this, 3 hours of wasted time. Just driving back and forth to Grand Junction. Yeah.
So there we go. We're on our way to Grand Junction now. Just to drop this thing off, so in 6 days or in a day or 2, I can go back for another 3-hour drive. But at least it's getting done. It needs to be done. The only reason I'm so frustrated about it right now is because they just didn't tell me the truth up front and didn't let me know what was going on. It's very frustrating. I get it though. It happens to me sometimes with my clients, I guess, so can't complain too much. Gain back up to 8. Okay, and I gotta turn on exhaust brake and trailer tow haul. There we go. So this is a yard that I dump in. It's a friend of mine's. We manage wood here. We do a bunch of different things here. We just have to manage it and keep it under control, because like everything, if you don't, well, you lose it. It gets out of control, you lose what you're doing. Oh, that's nice. I just leveled all that and packed it with the bucket, and driving through with the skid and the trailer, it just created 2 ruts that I've got to fix because that thing's heavy. So enjoy the ride. So we're at Bobcat. We're going to get the skid unloaded, and we are going to let them have the service get done on it. So let's get this thing unbound. Well, I just did something stupid. I didn't mean to, and I didn't realize I had. I accidentally turned the valve to the cylinder the wrong direction, and look at what resulted. It ripped the cylinder off my chassis of the trailer. So now I've got to figure out a way to tie that up to get me back to town. Yeah, nice. Super, super nice. That is just awesome. Fun. So here's the fix for the cylinder for a minute for the tilt deck. That hydraulic cylinder. Yeah. Not ideal, but it is what it is for now. I'll get it home That's something I gotta fix. I gotta fix that little dump trailer. I gotta fix this. I gotta fix the scarifying bar shanks. I've gotta build a truss boom for the skid. Yeah, it's fun. Never ends, that's for sure.